Welcome everyone to the Warriors Alive for the 24th of the 8th, 2012. I'd like to thank you all who have approached. Sorry for the little delay there, I didn't realise I'd started. But today's topic for the Warriors Alive, I have not got a fucking clue what episode this is, this stream is going to be about this topic which I just had to laugh my ass off at. And the topic is... Hello everyone. Firstly, of course, let me welcome every single person who is joining us for this stream. We have Charles6835, we have Airless Dragon, we have Napoleon, We5On, we have Phantom's Lover, we also have the wonderful gamer MD83, and several others who have not made themselves such. Oh, we cannot forget Shotty. So, let's get this stream started with the topic. And today's topic is... If you haven't seen the article that I have tweeted and also Facebooked, I'll rather put it in a nutshell. The CEO of Ubisoft has stated the following, that the free-to-play market on PC is the future. I think we can all agree on that. But also he stated this, that anywhere between 93 and 97% of gamers on PS3, no PS3, I'm a dingbat, on PC are pirates. I'll let that sink in for a minute or two. The CEO of Ubisoft stated that 93 to 97% of PC gamers are pirates and steal their games, basically. And I'll let that sink in for a moment or two for those that are with us in the live stream and all those who are watching us on the VOD on what's my personal favourite, YouTube. Yeah, I think we all want to be a pirate one day. Let's just get the air out of the way and let's admit it right now. Every single person here and every single person watching here has pirated at least once. I will happily admit I have pirated a game in the past. I've pirated a few games in the past. I have pirated music. I have pirated movies. You name it, I have probably pirated in the past. I don't do it anymore, mainly because I want to support the industries that I love. And every single person who's watching this has been a pirate at least once in their life. But, let me just state what the Ubisoft CEO is basically fucking saying. He is stating that almost every single PC gamer is nothing but a dirty, lying, stealing bastard. I would fucking love to see where he got those statistics. I want to know where he got the statistic that over 90% of gamers on PC are pirates. I would love to know where he got those statistics. In my opinion, I can tell you exactly where he got those statistics. He got them out of his ass. That is the only logical reason that he got those statistics. There is no damn way that 90% of gamers on PC are pirates. I can guarantee that. Because guess what? I am a bit of a PC gamer. I don't pirate my PC games. I don't have an up-to-date graphics card. That's what I'm saving up for at the moment. But I can guarantee that the majority of PC gamers don't pirate their games. But let me go back to his previous comment about the free-to-play market. The free-to-play market is the new market that is coming up for MMOs and all that. Which I kind of agree with. Like, the free-to-play market is an interesting concept. I love it. It's a nice wee way to get people into MMOs. But he is basically stating that almost 90% of pirates of PC gamers are pirates, so that he can basically put the excuse out there that it's okay to do the free-to-play market and also to put all of these contingencies to prevent piracy. It's corporate bullshit yet fucking again. I love it. Don't we all love it? Alright. Here's my thing. There are pirates out there. There are people who will pirate games, movies, TVs, TV series, and games and movies. Of course, there's going to be pirates. But here's the thing. The majority of the pirates out there who do this were never intending on buying your game in the first place. The ones that are true pirates, let's just say this, are the ones that are just like, I don't want to buy the game, I don't want to waste my money on it, I just want it for free. And they were never intending on buying your game. That's why I say game developers and publishers out there, they never intended on buying your game at all. Not in the slightest detail. However, a good chunk of people who pirate games normally only play the first little part of it and then go and buy the game if they like it. I will happily admit that the first time I got Knights of the Old Republic, I had it pirated. But as soon as I got about a quarter of the way through the game, I uninstalled it on my computer and I went out and bought it. Now that is basically, in my opinion, a demo to me. Even back then, I don't think there was a demo for KOTOR. If memory serves me, there wasn't. I just got it off of a friend and then I bought it later on. So there are people out there that do that, and I have to admit, I used to be one of those people. I used to pirate the games, play them for a little bit. If I liked them, I uninstalled them, and then I went out and bought it. Because there weren't a lot of demos out when, if memory serves me. The only way you could get a demo most of the time was if you had a disc or something along those lines. And I know you can call me a liar or a cheater or a pirate basically, but the thing is though, if I liked the game, I went out and bought it. I supported them. I uninstalled it. I don't support piracy anymore. I used to in the past, but I don't anymore because I think because demos are everywhere these days, you can get a demo for almost every single game out there. However, as I say, is that in the past, I used to pirate games, give them a little try for a while, and then if I liked the game, I went out and bought it. Now, the way that Ubisoft are stating this is basically them trying to defend themselves. Oh, excuse me. The films and also music and all that are debatable, but I stick to gaming at the moment. With all this being said, I understand where it can affect the businesses because they do lose a good chunk of money to the pirates, basically. However, take the attitude of CD Projekt Red, who basically, The Witcher 2 was pirated over 4 million times on PC. But here's the thing, excuse me, it wasn't the GOG version or the one you could buy online that was pirated, it was the retail one that was pirated, the one that had the DRM in it, which for those who don't know is something that is put on a game to prevent piracy. And here's the thing, you're never going to prevent piracy. If someone's determined, they will get there. And CD Projekt stated that 1 million people played it, 4 million people pirated it. But then, of course, the game is praised of being one of the best RPGs out there to date. And in my opinion, it's more than likely my game of the year. In my opinion, because it's a fantastic game on Xbox. I was originally intending to get it on PC, but the Xbox version is just as good. Now, with this all being said, there is a lot of different ways to see this. The way that I see it is this. If I was a game developer or a publisher, either or, I personally wouldn't want to be a publisher because they are Satan. Here's how I see it. I will make a game that basically I am proud to make, that I would play myself. I will put that game out. I would put no DRM on it because DRMs are pointless, because if someone is determined enough to pirate your game, they will pirate it. There is no ifs, buts or whats about it. I put a game out that's DRM free and 1 million people play it and 2 million people pirate it. But of those 2 million people, 1 million of them will come back and buy the game. The other million are the ones that I will never win over. This is the way the developers need to see it, and also publishers. There is a large group of gamers out there who are nothing but pirates, and they will do nothing but pirate your games the instant that they are available online or on store shelves. It will get cracked either way, no if, no buts, no whats about it. The developers and publishers need to do this. They need to realise that they need to aim and get the ones who will buy the games, the ones that will support them, the ones that basically are the customers. You treat them right. You don't put shit tons of DRMs on it, or you don't put hundreds of roadblocks in their way to basically stop them from playing your game, such as, let's use a prime example, Diablo 3. Diablo 3 is a single player, majority single player, you can play multiplayer, but a lot of people say it's just as good single player. A single player RPG that requires you to always have an internet connection. Now, I haven't played Diablo 3 and I actually have no intention of playing Diablo 3, it isn't my type of game. But Blizzard put a permanent internet connection on to play Diablo 3, which is the biggest mistake they could do in my opinion, because even though this game is going to be incredibly hard to pirate, someone will fucking pirate it. There is no if, there is no bots, there is no what's about it. Someone, a greasy old geek in a basement somewhere, or a large group of geeks, will hack it. They will hack it, and they will find a way to make sure that permanent internet connection is useless and it means jack shit. Now that I have a problem with. Now, I just say I don't intend to play Diablo 3, but Blizzard were ridiculous in doing that, because if it's a single player game, then you don't need to do that. But also we can look at other examples of single player games. I have that game here with me. Just X. Where is it? Is it here? There, go ahead. Allow me to show you Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. Guess what you got for Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning? Oh, I do apologise, my camera folks. You got an online passcode for a single player game. I'll say that again. I could have raged about this for about a half hour, but I wanted to judge the game. But this is another example of basically people showing the way to try and prevent piracy and also the used game and retail market. Putting codes on so you can get free DLC basically. This here is the worst thing that publishers and developers can do. Putting codes on this. For a multiplayer game, I can understand why they would do it. But for a single player game, you're not going to prevent piracy, and you're not going to prevent any way, because there will be a way to crack this. I can guarantee that. Stop it. Publishers, developers, stop these fucking codes, because guess what? All they do is diminish your sales. Because even though people will buy these new, just for the codes, this goes to all publishers out there and all developers. You're just harming yourself. That's all you're going to do. That you're just harming yourself, because you're making yourself seem like all you care about is money, and you don't care about the customers, which I understand is a business ideal. But when you flat out insult your customers and say that the majority of them are pirates, that is to Ubisoft, then you deserve a big slap in the face. That is all I'm going to say. Because that is not only showing the biggest disrespect you can show for a gamer, but that is also the biggest slap in the face you can give loyal customers. The ones that put out their hard-earned money, moolah, cash, to play your games. You're saying to them that the majority of them are pirates. That is an insult. That is the biggest insult I've ever seen put upon loyal customers. Because then they're saying that only 7% max of people actually pay for their games on PC, when in actual fact, a good chunk don't. A good chunk pay for that. It is a blatant business lie. It is a lie, because I can guarantee the only people they asked were probably people who worked for them. Or they went on a random site. Or better yet, the CEO pulled out his freaking ass. Now, I understand that businesses need to make money, and game developers and all that, but here's what I'm saying. If you treat your customers right, guess what? They won't pirate your goddamn games. If you treat your customers with the same respect that you treat them every single game, I can guarantee you that they will never turn their back on you. We'll use BioWare for an example. BioWare. I was a loyal BioWare fan for years. And I'm pretty sure the majority of people here were. We paid our hard-earned money for every single BioWare game that came out in an instant. No matter what. Done like that. We loved it. We gave them our money because they had earned our trust. They had earned our trust that their games would surpass, if not exceed, our expectations. And then recently, of course, they started to go down. Now, I will defend Dragon Age 2, for an example, with my dying breath. However, as soon as Mass Effect... Why do I always get to this? As soon as ME3 came out, I'm not going to bitch about it too long, don't worry. That loyalty went for a lot of people, including myself. That is an example of how not to treat your customers. How not to treat your loyal customers. Now, I don't want to say fans, Because I have to admit I was a loyal BioWare fan. I was a loyal customer to BioWare as well. I paid my hard-earned money to get their games, their DLCs, expansion packs. I prefer that term. But as soon as they'd done the whole Day 1 DLC, Ending Debacle, Extended Cut DLC, and Leviathan, that was the last straw for me. Done, dusted, see you later, wait for Dragon Age 3. BioWare lost so much respect from their loyal customers that it should be an example to every single developer and publisher out there. If you fuck with us, if you fuck with your loyal customers, you will lose them. There's no if, buts, or what's about it. You will lose them. And of course, the retake movement is a prime example of how many people it shows. Exactly, Alex. It's like Joe Quesada with Spider-Man in One More Day. God damn, I never read that, but I hate it. And it's a bad place to be. Now, that's why I say to developers, I hate to use BioWare as an example because you all know how loyal I was to BioWare, but BioWare is the best example of what not to fucking do. Do not tack on a half-assed multiplayer. Do not tack on some bloody Day 1 DLC, and don't tack on some free shit. And by the way, the multiplayer maps and all that may have been free, but that was because if they had charged you for it, there would have been a riot. Look, the publishers are awful. The main problem is the publishers. I'll state that right now, Shorty, because the publishers are the marketing people who basically say, well, they do this. Well, this is popular. Let's do this. And they're the ones that fund the developers, yes. And they're the ones that kind of have the final say when it comes to the game. But publishers know jack shit. The only publishers that are good is Bethesda, because they're not only game publishers, they are game developers, and they know what their customers want. They know what they want. They don't release half-assed DLCs, and they don't put on fucking half-tacked on multiplayer. I've yet to see an Elder Scrolls game with multiplayer, and no, the Elder Scrolls Online does not count. And I know, as I say, but BioWare is the best example, and also EA is not the example, the epitome of what not to do when it comes to developers. To publishers. EA is the best bloody example. Exactly, MD. Bethesda are fans of what they do and they stay true to it. That is why Bethesda are always going to be one of my favourite publishers and developers. And by God, I wish BioWare had signed with them instead of EA, but that's a dream. EA are the best examples of it. EA do everything in their power to ruin franchises. The best example I can give for this, if you haven't seen these yet, I would highly recommend them. I recommended to the MD and she loved them. The Ultima reviews, retrospective done by the Spoony One on the SpoonyExperiment.com. I would highly recommend you watch these reviews because it primarily shows how EA fucked up an entire franchise of a promising RPG franchise. The Ultima series was basically the granddaddy of all RPG games, if you think about it. And it's also considered widely to be the best series out there. I've played Ultima 4, and I will have to admit Ultima 4 is a fantastic game. Even though it's extremely dated, it's still a fantastic game that I would highly recommend, and you can get it free off GOG. EA, however, are the best examples of the ones who basically don't know their customer base and don't treat their fans or loyal customers, which I'm pretty sure there are no fans of EA out there. In fact, they were voted the worst company in America this year, if memory serves me. And Ubisoft as well are slowly but surely creeping up to becoming the same line of EA, especially with the comment that I stated that they made. But EA are the worst offenders to this, because they basically think that they need to do this. They need to do this. They think they know best. There's nothing they don't know. They look at the marketing and go, you know what's doing well? You know what's really doing well? COD. Call of Duty is doing really well, so let's release a COD ripoff. No, wait, let's not release a COD ripoff. Let's take an existing franchise and tack on a multiplayer mode. And let's not just say you can. Let's force the developers to put on this tacked on multiplayer mode that is nothing but a horde mode that is tacked on. And I'm pretty sure if the company had more time, they would have made it a bit more centric. to the overall game. I'm trying to avoid saying his name because let's just do that. That's what EA probably said. Just tack on the multiplayer. Doesn't matter. They'll buy the game no matter what. No matter what. That pissed me off. I think I've made that quite example. It really infuriates me when publishers think they know what gamers want. They think that every gamer is the same. They think every gamer wants the exact same. They think every gamer wants a Call of Duty. They think every gamer wants a Forza. They think every gamer wants a Prince of Persia. They think every gamer wants this. Every gamer wants this. Every gamer wants multiplayer. The answer to that is no. Not every gamer wants the same thing. The sports games, for example. There's always going to be sports games. Sorry, Phantom. They won't die. They're going to be here for life. They're sports simulators. They're going to be here. There's nothing we can do about it. Just don't buy them if you don't want to play them. I don't intend to buy them either. And EA, of course, can stick to sports games instead of ruining great franchises. Oh, sorry. I'm going to rage about EA for like 20 minutes. However, this is what they need to realise, is that every gamer is different. There are different genres of gamers. There are gamers that like role-playing games, like myself and like a majority of the clan. We all love low RPG games. Am I gone? Okay. Oh, don't tell me this is cut. Am I still here? Am I still here? Can someone tell me if I'm still here? Okay. Can everyone hear me? See me at least? I need to make sure that... Is everyone... Can you see me? Hello? Okay, that's good. Let me just go to the settings, to settings.
Okay, I've lowered the quality so I should get right now. But is everything better now? Can everyone see me? Who can verify that they can still see me? Or hear me at least? Shit. Please rate to verify if this is fucked up and got to start all over again.